Imagine walking into a stadium where the energy feels like a championship night. Yet the two teams on the field share a combined record of only 4 wins and 20 losses. Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's exactly what's happening this week in Cleveland. The Browns are preparing for Shedeur Sanders' start against Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans as if it's their own Super Bowl. And trust me, the hype isn't exaggerated. This matchup might define the trajectory of both rookie quarterbacks for years to come. As we step into Week 14, something fascinating is happening. National media is tuning in, analysts are debating nonstop, and fans from across the NFL are waiting to see what unfolds. Normally, a matchup between two struggling teams would barely get a mention, but when Shedeur Sanders is under center, the spotlight follows, no matter what the record says. The Browns hosting the Titans has suddenly become one of the most talked about games of the week, and there is one major reason behind the buzz. Cam Ward. Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, is the quarterback the Titans chose over Sanders and every other prospect in that class. Leading up to the draft, Ward and Sanders were neck and neck in nearly every QB ranking. Analysts couldn't agree on who was better, mock drafts swung back and forth, and fan bases were divided. But when draft night arrived, the league made its opinion clear. Cam Ward was their guy. That decision alone created a rivalry long before either player took their first NFL snap. And now, that rivalry takes center stage. With the Browns hosting the Titans this Sunday, veteran reporter Mary Kay Cabot has already circled this game as a massive opportunity, maybe even a career-defining moment, for Shedeur Sanders. She believes Sanders has a real chance to prove to the entire league that he should have been viewed as the superior quarterback all along. Facing a Titans team sitting at 1 win and 11 losses, Sanders has the perfect stage to show that he belongs in the same elite conversation, or maybe even above it. But here's the tricky part. It's never as simple as crowning the winner of a single game as the better quarterback. Cam Ward has had far more opportunities this season, even though those opportunities have come on what many call the worst roster in the league. He has been forced to survive behind a shaky offensive line, limited weapons, and almost no support. And this week, he'll be staring down a Browns pass rush that has terrorized nearly every quarterback it has faced. On the other side, Sanders won't be dealing with a defense that strikes fear across the league. In fact, the Titans' defense has been one of the least intimidating units this season. But what Sanders does with that advantage could ignite some serious conversations around the NFL. If he outperforms Ward in a noticeable and undeniable way, the hot takes will not just arrive. They'll explode. We're talking talk shows, podcasts, analysts, former players, everyone weighing in on whether the Browns made the smarter choice and whether Ward was ever truly the top quarterback in that draft class. This matchup isn't about standings. It's not even about playoff hopes. It's about pride, perception, and narrative. It's about 2 rookies drafted to change the futures of their franchises, now sharing the same field for the first time, with the world watching to see who steps up. And the truth is, even though one single game doesn't define a career, moments like this can shift public opinion instantly. They can ignite confidence, reshape reputations, and even impact how teams build around their quarterbacks for years to come. So yes, the Browns are treating this game like their personal Super Bowl. And honestly, they should. Because for Shedeur Sanders, this might be the night he silences doubters, sparks new debates, and marks the beginning of his rise.